Hi there, how's it going? I'm Keith. This is your 26 and 2 class, 26 asanas, 2 breathing exercises. I'll give you a minute here to get set up, close the door, do whatever you need to do, settle down the kids, get your mat organized. While you're doing that, I'm going to take a minute here to just give a little talk. How important this practice is to you. As the weather gets better outside, it's usual that our yoga tends to drop off a little bit, but to keep going forward with the practice will help you with the longer walks, the bike rides, everything that you do outside of yoga prepares you for that. But nothing prepares you for the yoga. So that's what keeps this so important. Hopefully you've got everything ready. That's my little spiel there for how important this practice is to everyone. Daily practice at least. That's the joys of the Alchemy online here. You could go back anytime and grab a class. If you don't feel like this is enough, you can do it again. It's perfectly fine. It's awesome, in fact. So, all right, let's get crack-a-lacking. We'll get up to the middle of our mats. We'll start with pranayama breathing. As always, we'll bring our heels and toes together. Pranayama breathing, good for the lungs and respiratory system. We inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, but all the time we use the throat as the passageway. The inhale should sound like a snoring sound. You can see that little divot in there, engage when you've got that going, and on the exhale, it's a nice HA sound. So let's begin, heels and toes together. Shift your weight to the heels, stack the knees over the ankles, hips over the knees, shoulders over the hips. Contract everything from the waist down, nice and tight. That's our foundation. Interlace your fingers, bring them underneath the chin. Contract the spine, engage the legs. Inhale, elbows up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold it. Exhale, head back. Traction the spine. Elbows come together as far away as possible from you. Exhale, inhale, head down, chin up. Suck the stomach in, full lungs, hold it. Exhale. Legs tight, wrists together, forearms together, elbows together. Inhale, head down, traction up, elbows all the way up. Full lungs. Hold it. Exhale. Inhale. Elbows up. Contract the legs. Spine straight. Elbows all the way up as much as possible. Hold it. Exhale. Head back. Push the air out. Get rid of all the air. Bring the elbows together. Inhale. Head down. Elbows up, full lungs, traction the spine, stomach in one more time, hold it. Exhale, head back, elbows together, spine straight, no back bending. Inhale, head down, elbows up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold it, head back, contract the legs, stomach in. Exhale all the air and inhale. Head down, elbows up. 3, 4, 5, 6. Push the hands into the chin, head back, elbows together. 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, head down, elbows all the way up. Traction the spine, contract the legs, hold it. Exhale, elbows together, relax the head back. 2 more, inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Head back, elbows together. 3, 4, 5, 6. Last one, inhale, elbows up, chin level, elbows up more, elbows up more. Exhale, all the air out. All the air out. Last one. Spine straight, no back bending. And change. Arms down side. Roll the shoulders a couple times. Lick the lips. And we'll begin with second set. Engage the legs, hips over the ankles, shoulders over the hips, spine straight, stomach in. Interlock the fingers underneath the chin and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Head back. Engage the legs, wrists together, forearms together, elbows together. Exhale all the air. Inhale. Head down, elbows up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold it. Exhale. Head back. Bring the forearms together, elbows together, spine straight. Exhale. Inhale. Head down, chin up. 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. Push the hands into the chin. Relax the head back. Hands together, forearms together, elbows together. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Head back. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale. Head down. Elbows up. Legs tight. Pelvic forward. Spine traction all the way up. All the air in your lungs. Exhale. Nice and slow. Nice and controlled. Forearms together. Wrists together. Inhale. Head down. Elbows up. Elbows up. Elbows up. Hold it. Exhale. Head back. Inhale. Hold it. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Head back. Traction the spine. Exit all the air out of the lungs. Elbows together. And change. Arms down side. Roll the shoulders. We'll move on to half moon. Feet together, heels and toes touching. Arms up over the head. Interlock the fingers. Release the index fingers, thumbs crossed. Lock the arms with the ears. Stretch up out of the waist. Try and touch the ceiling. Slowly bend yourself right and left. Right and left. You should feel tremendous stretching on the left and right side of the bodies. All the way from the toes to the fingertips. Stretch. Stretch, fast or slow. It's up to you. And when you can't anymore, stop in the middle. All right, lock the legs. Chin up, arms with the ears. Squeeze the hands together, stretch up out of the waist, try and touch the ceiling. Slowly bend yourself to the right. Push the hips out beyond their flexibility. Push the pelvic region forward. Upper region back, shoulders back. Contract the legs. Push the hips to the left. Right shoulder forward. Left hip forward. Keeping shoulders and hips in one line. Chin up. Come down and push. 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 Inhale, breathing. Come up. Stop in the middle. Traction up. Try and reach the ceiling. Chin up. Slowly bend yourself to the left. Push the hips to the right beyond their flexibility. Hips forward, shoulders back. Weight in the heels. Left shoulder forward, right hip forward. Keep hips and shoulders in one line. Squeeze the arms to the ears. And come down and push, push, push. Inhale, breathing, come up. Stop in the middle. Traction up. Release the head back. Squeeze the hands together and reach up towards the ceiling. Relax the head back one more time. Squeeze the hands, reach up, and immediately bring the arms back. Try and touch them to the ears. Come back, way back, go back. You're trying to fall down backwards. Inhale, breathing, push the stomach, legs, hips, everything forward towards the front of the room, and come down, and change. Come up, traction up towards the ceiling, slight bend in the knees. Come down with a nice straight back, hands to the floor. Move your hips several times, right and left, right and left. This is a U-turn from back bending to forward bending. You're probably not that warmed up yet, so take it easy on yourself. Relax the head down. Take a moment of grace. Bend the hips. Wiggle it out. Shake the booty. All right, bend the knees. Bring the stomach onto the thighs. Reach around with just the tips of the fingers. Baby fingers side by side. Pull on the heel as much as possible. Chest on the thighs. Stomach on the legs. Face below the shins. Lift the hips as you pull on the heels. Try and get the elbows closer to each other around the thighs, around the calves, I mean. Pull on the heels, push the hips up, traction down. Your stomach's sliding down your thighs, top of the forehead towards your toes. Keep pushing the heels up or the hips up, body weight in the toes, and change. Bend the knees, arms out in front of you. Arms with the ears, nice straight back. Come up. Reach up. Arms down side. First set. Breathing normally. In through the nose, out through the nose. Second set. Heels and toes touching. Feet together. Arms up over the head. Interlock the fingers. Release the index fingers, thumbs crossed. Chin up. Stretch up out of the waist. Arms with the ears, knees straight, or legs straight, arms straight, come down. Push your hips to the left, beyond their flexibility, creating that crescent moon shape. Push the hips out, right shoulder forward, left hip forward, keeping shoulders and hips in one line. Chin up. Use that bottom arm to pull that top arm down. And come down and push, push, push. Inhale, breathing, come up. Traction up, reach up to the ceiling. Slowly bend your body to the left. Push your hips forward, upper body leaning back a little bit. Push them hips out beyond their flexibility. Lock the arms with the ears. Stretch up. Use that bottom arm to pull that top arm down. Right hip forward, two hips in one line. Left shoulder forward, keeping two shoulders in one line. And come down and push, push, push. Inhale, breathing, come up, stop in the middle. Chin up. Stretch up to the ceiling. Relax the head back. Squeeze the hands together and reach up towards the ceiling. Relax the head back one more time. Squeeze the hands. Reach up to the ceiling and bring the arms back to touch the ears. And come back. Go back, way back, fall back. You're trying to fall down backwards. Inhale, breathing. Push the stomach, legs, hips, everything forward towards the mirror. And come back. Breathing normal. And change. Come up. Head comes up last. Traction up. Slight bend in the knees, forward bend, and put your hands on the floor. Move your hips, shake it out, bend the knees, do whatever feels good to you here. Relax the head down. You hold the head up all day. This is your chance to let it hang. All right, from here, tuck the stomach in, bend the knees lots, get the chest, stomach right on the thighs. Reach around with all 10 fingers and pick up underneath the heels. Baby fingers side by side, just the tips of the fingers underneath the heels. Pull on the heels as much as possible. Stomach on the thighs, chest on the knees, face below the shins, below the knees on the shins. Pull on the heels one more time, lift the hips towards the ceiling. Pulling on the heels to lift the hips up, tractioning the upper spine.
down towards the floor, creating tremendous stretching on the back of the legs, and from the lower back to the top of the head, pulling in 2 opposite directions. Pull up one more time, and change. Arms out in front of you, arms back to the ears, interlace the fingers, come up with a nice straight spine, traction up, arms downside. Beautiful. We move on to awkward. Heels and toes together. Right foot steps out. Heels behind the toes, looks like a perfect letter H. Arms come up in front of you. Engage the arms nice and tight. Reach them forward towards the mirror. Relax the shoulders back and down. From here, with a nice straight spine, sit down into the chair, nice and low. You're sitting in the chair, not below the chair. You can look down to make sure there's still 6 inches between the feet, the knees, the hands. Traction the spine up. Bring it back a little bit. This is a back bending posture. Suck the stomach in, sit down a little bit more, and change. Stand up on the toes, maximum like a ballerina. Second part awkward. Imagine I'm pulling your hair, chest, everything up towards the ceiling. Arms nice and tight. Sit down on top of the toes. Knees up, heels up. Hips and shoulders sliding down the wall. Engage the arms. Leg shaking is good. Sit down a little bit more. Suck the stomach in. And change. Stand up. Heels back down. Come up on the heels a little bit to bring the knees together. Traction the spine. Engage the arms. And nice and slowly come all the way down. Squeezing the knees together all the way down for control. The tighter you squeeze, the more control you have. Arms are tight. Once you're all the way down, come up a ½ inch. Bums off the heels, knees forward and down. Engage the arms. Traction the spine. From the side you look like a perfect box. And change. Slowly come up, just as slow as you went down. Right foot back to left. Arms down. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. We move on to eagle. Arms up overhead. Identify which is right, which is left. Swing your right arm underneath your left. Cross your arms and twist like ropes. From here, thumbs towards your face, pinkies towards the mirror. If you're unable to interlace your fingers, or palms together, interlace the fingers. But pull it down nice and low, below the nose. The lower the better. Feel it in the shoulders. Sit nice and low. You're sitting in the chair. From here, right leg comes up and over, wraps around, and you try and get your toes forward behind the calf. Traction the spine, pull the elbows down, sit down nice and low. Suck the stomach in, traction the spine, body weight in the heels. Sit down a little bit more, and change. Arms up overhead. Identify your left. Swing it underneath your right. Cross the arms, twist like ropes. Palms together, thumbs towards your face, pinkies away from you. If palms aren't together, interlace the fingers. Whatever feels good to you, pull it down nice and low. Feel it in the shoulders. From here, sit down nice and low into the chair. Pull the elbows down. Left leg up and over the right. Cross it around, twist like ropes, and try and get all 5 toes towards the front. Body weight in the heel. Traction the spine. Sit down nice and low. Pull the stomach in. Traction the spine. Elbows down. Sit down a little bit more. And change. Left leg down. Arms up immediately into second set. Right arm underneath the left. Cross the arms, twist them like ropes. Pull it down, feel it in the shoulders. Sit nice and low. From here, right leg up over the left. Cross it around, twist like ropes. Try and get that Foot wrapped around so all 5 toes are visible towards the front. Traction in the spine. Body weight in the heel. Sit down nice and low. Pull the elbows down. Suck the stomach in. Traction in the spine one more time. A little bit lower. Change. Right leg down. Arms up. Left arm underneath the right. Cross them, twist like ropes. Pull it down. If you need to interlace the fingers, do so. But pull it down. Sit nice and low. Left leg up and over the right. Cross it, twist like ropes. Get the toes visible towards the front. Pull the elbows down. Traction the spine. Sit down nice and low. Body weight in the heel. Pull the elbows down. As you sit lower, that foot slides down the calf. Traction the spine one more time and change. Left leg down. Arms up over the head. Traction. And party time. Grab yourself a drink. Move the mic so you don't have to listen to me. A drink of water is great right now. Most of it is mental. We try and drink our water before and after the practice, about an hour before the practice is best. That's what we start burning off in class. That's where the sweat comes from. This water's not going to hit us till about an hour from now, so it's all mental. All right, we're going to do a standing head to knee drill today instead of standing head to knee. Next week we'll do standing head to knee, but this week. All right, heels together, toes together, feet together, legs nice and tight. Contract the left leg. Hands on your hips. Lift up your right leg. Contract the standing. Right leg, thighs parallel to the floor. The foot is flexed. If you have a mirror in front of you, look at your hips. Try and square the hips. Most likely that right hip has to come down. Traction in the spine. Keep that standing leg engaged. We're trying to engage that inside of the thigh. That's where all the power comes from, to be able to round down, to be able to get our forehead to our knees. Contract the leg. Hips are square. Shoulders are square. Foot is flexed. The leg that we brought up is still at a 90. Contract the standing leg one more time. Change. Right leg down. Shift the weight to your right leg. Hands on your hip still. Traction the spine. Bring that left leg up so the left thigh is parallel to the floor. The foot is flexed. Standing leg is engaged. From here, try and feel the hips. Square the hips. Most likely that left hip has to come down. Figure out what it means. Traction the spine. Shoulders are in one line. Contract that standing leg. Contract the glute. Everything on the back side and the front side is nice and tight. The left thigh is still parallel to the floor. The foot is still flexed. We're still tractioning the spine. Breathing normal, in through the nose, out through the nose. And change. Left leg down. If you want to do the 1 second back bend now, feels good on the lower spine. And change. All right, second set, standing head to knee. This time, feet, toes, heels together. Contract the leg, shift the weight to the left leg. Contract the thigh and everything from the glute down to the heel. That standing leg is nicely contracted. Right leg comes up. Thighs parallel to the floor. The foot is flexed. Standing legs contracted. Stomach's in. Spine is straight. Hips are level. Shoulders are level. From here, drop the arms. Make them nice and heavy. Tuck your chin to your chest. Try and look at the big toe of the standing foot. Engage that standing leg. Flex that foot on the right foot. Flex it nice and tight. With the heavy arms, tuck your chin to your chest and round down and touch your forehead to your knee. Nice and heavy arms. Standing legs contracted. Round down. super hard, but super beneficial for that standing leg. If you could do anything for a minute on one locked leg, you can do anything in life. Come back up, change. That was excellent. Shift your weight to your right leg. Hands on your hips. Pick up your left leg. Thighs parallel to the floor. The foot is flexed. The standing leg is contracted. Everything in the front, that thigh is contracted. That glute, the hams, the calf, everything's contracted in that standing leg. Hips are level. Shoulders are level. Spine is straight. Contraction. Traction it up. I mean, not contraction, but traction. Traction that spine. Foot is flexed. Standing leg is engaged. Drop the arms, make them nice and heavy. Flex the foot on the left. Makes it easier. Keep that foot flexed. Arms are heavy, tuck your chin. Look down and try and see the big toe of your standing leg. From here, suck the stomach in with the chin tucked. Try and round down. Arms are heavy and touch the exact forehead to your knee. Everything's contracted, foot's flexed, standing legs contracted. And slowly change. Come back out. That was excellent. This is a super hard drill. Breathing through the nose. If you want to do the 1 second back bend, do it now. Hands to the lower back. Push them hips forward. Feels awesome. All right. Standing bow. Right hand out. Right out in front of you. Bring it out to the side and drop it down. Pick up the right foot. Hand right at the ankle where it meets. Right at the ankle where the shin and the foot meets. The big fingers in the center of the ankle. That right shoulder comes back. Left arm up. Chin up. You're looking forward. Contract that standing leg. Left arm stretches up. Now from here, kick into the right hand and stretch forward with the left hand like you're trying to touch forward and kicking back. Simultaneously brings your body down. The more you kick into that hand, brings your right shoulder back. The more you stretch forward, you've got two shoulders in one line now. Kick and stretch and breathe. Come down and kick and stretch and breathe. One more. Kick, stretch, and breathe. Kick into that hand to come up. Left hand down. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. It's an amazing pose. We'll move on to left side. Left hand out in front of you. Bring it out to the side. Drop it down. Pick up the inside of the ankle. Middle finger in the crease of the ankle joint. Bring the knee down, two knees side by side. From the side, two knees in one line. Right arm comes up. Stretch up and relax that left shoulder back. Now from here, kick into that left hand and stretch that right hand forward. And as you kick and stretch equally, 50-50, charge your body forward until the stomach and chest are parallel to the floor. Stretch that fingers forward. Kick into the hand. Bring the body down. Looking straight forward. And kick, stretch, and breathe. Kick, and stretch, and breathe. Last one. Kick, stretch, and breathe. Kick into that hand to come up. Right hand comes down. Feet by side. Breathing normal. In through the nose, out through the nose. Major change from the right side to the left side. Shifts all the blood, everything, back and forth. Since it's an excellent pose, we'll do it again. Right hand up in front of you. Bring it out to the right. Drop it down. Pick up that right ankle from the ankle joint. Middle finger right in the crease of the ankle. Right shoulder comes back. Chin forward. Left hand comes up. With that left hand stretch way up. Now from here, kick into the hand and stretch that left hand forward, simultaneously 50-50, kicking and stretching. till it brings your chest and your abdomen parallel to the floor. Kick into the hand. Stretch forward. Body comes down. And stretch. And kick and breathe. Body comes down. Kick and stretch and breathe. One more. Kick, stretch, and breathe. Kick into that hand to come out. Left hand down. Breathing normal. Left hand comes up. Bring it out to the side. Drop it down. Pick up the inside of the left foot ankle. Palm facing out. Finger right in center of the crease, the ankle joint. Right arm up. Really stretch that arm up. Try and touch the ceiling. Now from here, kick into the hand and stretch forward equally. Every time you kick, stretch. And kick and stretch. Bringing that chest and abdomen parallel down to the floor. Standing legs contracted. Keep kicking into that hand and stretching forward. Kick, stretch, breathe. Kick, stretch, and breathe. One more time. Kick, stretch, and breathe. Kick into the hand to come out. Right arm down. Breathing normal. We'll take a second here. Big inhale. Through the nose. Exhale out through the nose. All right, come to the back of your mat. Standing balancing stick. Now that you're at the back of the mat, feet and toes together, heels and toes together. Arms up over your head, interlace the fingers, release the index finger, thumbs crossed. Stretch up, try and touch the ceiling. Now take a big step onto the right foot and come up on the left toes. Distribute the body weight evenly on the right foot. Stretch up, contract those both standing legs, and everything comes down parallel to the floor. Chest, arms, legs, everything parallel. Sole of the foot facing the top of the ceiling. Stretch the arms forward. Toe stretches back. Stretch forward. Stretch back. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Change. Come up. Keep your arms there. Inhale, breathing. Big step onto the left. Distribute the weight evenly on that foot. Bring that right toes up. Engage both standing legs. Reach up towards the ceiling and come down. Stretch the arms towards the front. The toes towards the back. Sole of the foot facing the ceiling. From the side you look like a capital T, not a broken umbrella. And stretch, stretch, stretch. Come up. Traction up. Arms down side. Breathing normal. In through the nose, out through the nose. We'll move on. Come to the top of your mat. Arms up overhead. Right leg steps out. At the same time, arms come down parallel to the floor. Contract everything from the waist down throughout the entire posture. Those thighs are nice and tight. Hips forward, traction the spine. With the legs engaged, forward fold. Chin forward the whole time till you're all the way down. When you're down as far as you can, if you want to put the hands to the floor to traction the spine, do so. Move forward, grab the outside of the feet. If you can move forward, grab the heels. Body weight rolls onto the toes, the legs are contracted. Once you're all the way down, the top of the head goes towards the floor. Pull on the heels, elbows close to the shins, and pull, pull, pull. Arms out to the side. Come up. Right leg back to left. Arms down side. All right. Triangle. Arms up overhead. Right leg steps out. Arms down side. Turn that right foot parallel towards the front wall. Sit down nice and low till that thigh is parallel to the floor. If you need to walk the knee out to make sure it's over the ankle, do so. Engage the glute, push that hip a little bit forward, left hip comes forward. Keep it nice and low. Arms out, spine straight. Move both arms at the same time and bring that right elbow down in front of that right knee. Turn your chin, get it close to your shoulder. Right arm stretch up, left arm stretch down. With the help of your right elbow, push that knee back. Stretch up, stretch down. Last thing to do is a small twist here at the end. Try and push that upper body back and change. Come up. Right foot in, left foot out. Sit down nice and low. Thighs parallel to the floor. Knees over the ankle. Traction the spine nice and straight. Hips forward. Move both arms. Left elbow down in front of the left knee. Turn your chin towards the shoulder as much as possible. Right arm stretch up. Left arm stretch down. Engage that right glute and bring that right hip forward. And then reach down, reach up. At the end here, small spinal twist. And change. Come up. Left foot in. Right foot back to meet the left. Arms up. Arms down side. Second set. Arms up overhead. Right leg steps out. Immediately arms down parallel to the floor. Turn that right foot. Sit down nice and low. Thigh parallel to the floor. Engage the left leg. Left foot is flat on the floor. Traction the spine. Move both arms at once. Bring that right arm down. Elbow in front of the knee. Turn your chin towards your shoulder. Left arm reach up. Right arm stretch down. Left leg locked. With the help of the right elbow, push the knee back. Turn and twist at the end. And change. Come up. Right foot in. Left foot out. Sit down nice and low. Right leg's nice, tight, contracted. Right foot's flat on the floor. Left thighs parallel to the floor. Knees over the ankle. Spine is straight. Move both arms at once. And bring that left elbow down in front of that left knee. Right arm stretches up. Turn your chin towards your shoulder. Left arm stretch down towards the big and second toe. Right arm stretch up. At the very end, turn and twist at the end. And change. Come up. Left foot in. Right foot back to the left. Arms up. Stretch up. Arms down side. Breathing normal. In through the nose, out through the nose. Next is separate leg stretching, head to knee. Arms up over the head. Right leg comes out. Pivot towards the front. Two heels in one line. Left foot is facing the top corner of your mat. Two hips in one line. Two shoulders in one line. Hands in prayer position. Stretch up, tuck your chin, and with the help of your arms, round down and touch your exact forehead towards your knee. Once your forehead's touching your knee, if the hands come apart, push them into the floor. If they're still in prayer, that's awesome. If they're in prayer, try and drag them towards your big toe to get extra rounding. Forehead's on the knee. Body weight in the right foot to get two hips in one line. Left leg is locked. Still pushing into the floor. And change. Arms out in front of you. Unround your spine one vertebrae at a time. Traction up. Pivot. Pivot again. It's 185 degrees. You're facing the opposite side. Now this time your right hip comes forward a little bit. A couple times. Keep two hips in one line. Two shoulders in one line. Your right foot's facing the top corner of your mat. Left foot's facing straight forward. Engage both legs. Tuck your chin to your chest with the help of your arms. Round down. One vertebrae at a time. Till the hands touch the floor. Forehead's touching the knee. Forehead's got to touch the knee. If the hands come apart, push the hands into the floor to get that extra rounding of the spine. If the hands are still together, drag them a little bit towards your toes to get extra rounding. Body weight in the left leg to keep 2 hips in one line. Forehead's touching the knee. Right leg's locked, contracted. Right foot's flat on the floor. Arms out in front of you. And change. Unround your spine, 1 vertebrae at a time. Stretch up. Pivot to the original where you were facing. Right foot back to left, arms down side. All right, we'll move on to tree and toe. We'll flow these into one. Hands on your hips. Shift your weight to your left leg. Bring up your right leg. Interlace the fingers. Grab the knee 2 inches below the knee. Pull it in nice and tight. Standing wind removing. The standing leg is contracted. With the help of the left hand, grab the left foot. Pull it up nice and high to where it feels comfortable. And slowly let that knee lower. Be careful of the knees. 2 knees in line from the side. Eventually from the front, 2 knees side by side. Standing legs contracted. Hips are square. Shoulders are square. Bring up the right hand in front of you. If you want to bring up the left hand without the foot slipping, do so now. And we'll move on to toe stand from here. Look down 4 feet in front of your mat. Contract that standing leg and hinge from the lower hips, the lower spine forward. Place both hands on the floor. Shift your body weight into the hands and bring your hips down to your heel. Once your hips on the heel, walk the hands side by side. Over time, 2 knees side by side in one line. Traction the spine. If you want to bring your left hand up, do so now. If you want to bring your right hand up, do so now. Traction the spine. Chin comes up last. And change. Arms back down side. Walk them out in front of you. Body weight into the hands. Push up on that standing leg. Slowly come up. Right leg down. We move to the left side. Hands on hips. Shift that weight to that right leg. Bring up that left. Interlace the fingers. 2 inches below the knee. Pull it in nice and tight. Standing wind removing. Traction the spine. Contract that standing leg nice and tight. You'll hear it repeatedly throughout this whole standing series. Contract that standing leg. With the help of the right hand, bring up the left foot nice and high into the center of the costume and slowly lower that left knee down. Careful of the knee. Over time, 2 knees side by side. In line from the side, 2 knees in one line. 2 hips in one line. 2 shoulders in one line. Contract that standing leg. Bring up the left hand. If you want to bring up the right hand without the foot slipping, do so now. Contract that standing leg. And we'll move on to toe stand. Drop the head down, look 4 feet in front of you. Now from here with the standing leg contracted, slowly bend forward until you get the body weight into the hands. The hands touch the floor. If you need to bend the knee, come down. Lock the hands side by side, hips on the heel. Once the hands are on the sides, traction the spine. If 2 knees are in one line, that shin's parallel to the floor. If you want to bring your right hand up to the center of your chest, do so now. If you want to bring the left hand up, last to come up is the gaze. Lift the head up last. And change. Hands down to the side. Walk them back out in front of you. Body weight into the hands. Stand up on that standing leg. Come up. And left leg down. Savasana. We'll move on. Honor your work. We'll lay down onto our back. Heels together. Toes fall open. Shoulders come underneath the body. Keeps the arms Nice and tight, palms facing the ceiling. Pick one spot on your ceiling for your stair spot. Breathing normal. In through the nose, out through the nose. Staring at that one spot to help concentrate the mind. In through the nose, out through the nose. I'll be quiet here for your 1 minute Savasana. Twenty seconds left. Bring your awareness back to your body. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. All right, as we always do, we start with wind removing. Lift up the right leg, interlace the fingers 2 inches below the knee, pull it in nice and tight towards that right shoulder. Chin's tucked, elbows are close to the body, shoulders relaxed. Keep note if that left shoulder is on the floor as much as the right shoulder. If you need to pull in a little bit with the left, do so. Pull it in nice and tight. Feel it in that ascending colon. One extra little pinch to feel it, or no pinch, but just one extra little snug pull and change. Right leg down, left leg up. Interlace the fingers 2 inches below the knee. Pull it in nice and tight towards your left shoulder, avoiding the rib cage. Right leg calves touching the floor. Elbows are close to the body. Chin's tucked. Shoulders relaxed. Is your right shoulder on the floor as much as your left? What do you have to do to change that? Chin's tucked. Pull it in nice and tight. Descending colon. Change. Left leg down. Immediately both legs up. Wrap the arms around the knees, below the knees on the shins. Try and get your elbows side each elbow. If you can only grab your shins, that's okay. Tuck your chin nice and tight. This is the only time that you really want a couple chins. You're looking through that diamond spot between the forearms and the knees. Squeeze the knees and pull it in tight. And over time, as your skeletal system improves, you'll lower that lower spine 1 vertebrae on the floor at a time. Pull in extra tight and change. Both legs down. Arms by your side. All right, from here we're going to flow the spine strengthening series together. Flex your feet. Arms up over your head, thumbs crossed, fingers in butterfly position. Engage the glutes, engage the abs. Inhale, breathing, sit up. Exhale, breathing, grab the toes, double jerk. Elbows to the floor. Turn around. Lay on your stomach. Chin out. Hands just below your shoulders. Tops of the fingers just below the tops of the shoulders. Thumbs are close, touching the body. From here, get your heels and toes together if you can. The goal is to keep them together throughout the entire posture. Engage the legs. Everything is nice and tight. Even the knees caps come up off the floors. Now from here, inhale, breathing, come up using 100% of your back strength. Chin's up. You're looking up, come up. Arms are at a 90. Legs are tight, nice and strong. With the hands, push yourself up a little bit. Come up, and change. Come back down, mouth to the floor. Immediately, arms come under the body. Elbows underneath, fingers side by side. Baby fingers side by side. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Left leg nice and relaxed. Chin's out. That right leg is engaged. Engage it. Bring it up an inch off the floor. Point those toes. From here, imagine you're sliding a penny up that back wall. Sole of the foot's facing the ceiling. Bring it up a little bit higher. Come up, and change. Right leg down. Left leg comes up, 1 inch off the floor, engage it. You've got that penny to the back wall. Now slide that penny up that wall, bring it up nice and high. Nice and high. Sole of the foot's facing the ceiling. And come up, and change. Left leg down. Now both legs. If you need to readjust the arms, do so. Baby fingers side by side. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Now for this, mouth to the floor. Engage the legs, make them nice and tight. Push those hands down towards your toes. This will make more access room for your upper spine. Legs nice and tight. Inhale, breathing, come up. Bring both legs up. Come up a little bit more. Come up, heels and toes together. Struggle a little bit more. And change. Both legs down. Immediately both arms out. Bring it out to the side. For airplane. Chins forward. Heels and toes touching. Kneecaps come off the floor. Legs are so tight. Arms are in top of the line. With the top of the head. Inhale, breathing. Come up. Arms and legs together. The only thing touching the floor is your hip bones. You're looking up towards the ceiling. Eyes are up towards the ceiling. Your arms are in line with the top of your head. Come up. And change. Come back down. Arms down to the side. Bend the knees. Grab the foot 2 inches below the toes. Chins out. Arms are straight. Wrists are straight. 6 inches between the toes and the knees. Inhale, breathing. Come up. Chest and legs. Come up. Kick up. Look up. Come up. A little bit higher. Keep struggling a little bit more with me. And change. Legs back down. Arms to the side. Left ear on the floor. Breathing normal. Change your ears. Put your right ear on the floor. Even out both sides of that neck. Stretch it out. From here, tuck your toes. Arms underneath the shoulders. Do a nice straight push-up. And we'll come down into a 1 second child's pose. Forehead to the floor, knees wide, or knees together. Whatever feels good to you, this is your moment. All right. Come up. We'll come to the top of the mat for fix firm. Knees together, hips on heels. Put the weight into the hands. Separate the feet. Hips down to the floor. Make sure from here the heels are always touching the body. If the knees need to separate because they hurt, that's totally fine. Separate them as wide as we want, but they never come up off the floor. For those who know this pose, please move forward. You are already probably there. We'll go with the right hand to the foot, left hand to the foot. We'll come down onto the right elbow, left elbow. Top of the head touches, then the back of the head. And then eventually over time, shoulders relax onto the floor. For those that are in it, feeling comfortable, arms up over the head, grab the elbows, pull them into the floor. Chins tucked. From here, lift the stomach and the chest, creating a natural human bridge. And change. Right hand back, left hand back. Back of the head, top of the head. Push up on the elbows. Come up. We'll flow into the half tortoise. We'll come to the back of the mat. Hips on heels. Arms up over your head. Traction up towards the ceiling. Spine straight. Chin's up. Suck your stomach in. And slowly come down. Engaging the core. Arms touch. Forehead touches. You're kissing the mat. Lock the arms nice and tight. Hips back down on the heels. Once the arms are tight, engage the wrists. Lift them up off the floor. Only the pinkies are touching the knife's edge. Stretching forward. Hips back. And change. Engage the core to come up. Come up. Traction up. Arms downside. Turn around. Lay on your back for Savasana. All right, flex the feet, arms over your head, thumbs crossed, hands in butterfly position, engage the glutes, engage the abs, arms with ears, inhale, breathing, sit up, exhale, grab the big toes, double jerk, turn around. We'll come to the center of the mat, 6 inches between the knees, we're on to camel. 6 inches between the knees and the toes. Traction the spine. Hands to the back. From here, relax the head back. And come back halfway. Once you're at your maximum. If you want to stay here, that's fine. If you want to move forward, right hand down to the foot. Right foot. Left hand down to the left. Fingers inside, thumb outside. Lift the chest towards the ceiling and push those hips forward. Mouth closed, eyes open, breathing normal. And keep pushing. Push, push, push. And right hand back. Left hand back. Traction the spine. Sit down. Hips on heels. Come to the back of your mat. We'll move right into rabbit. If you need the towel over your heels, do so. Grab the heels. Tuck your chin. Real tight. Suck your stomach in. Round down. Get your forehead to your knees. Pull your heels as much as possible. Lift your hips towards the ceiling. Arms eventually straight. If your forehead and your knees are not touching, walk your knees towards your forehead. Keep pulling on your heels as much as possible. Releasing so much pressure from that spine. And change. Hips down on heels. Unroll the spine one vertebrae at a time. Traction the spine. Turn around. Lay on your back. Savasana. All right, flex your feet, toes to your nose, arms up over your head, thumbs are crossed, hands in butterfly position. Inhale, breathing. Come up, arms with your ears. Grab the big toes, double jerk. Elbows towards the floor. I'm going to pivot towards you, but from here you can turn around, sit on your bum. Right leg out, left leg comes in. Create pressure with that sole of the left foot on the right thigh. Traction the spine. Arms come up overhead. Interlace the fingers. Turn to the right. Come down. Grab the ball of your foot. Tuck your chin to your chest. And round down just like in rabbit. And get your forehead on your knee. If you need to bend the knee to do so, to get the forehead and the knee touching, do so now. Pull on the ball of the foot. Wrists are straight. Roll that left shoulder in, roll in, and change. Come up, left leg out, right leg in, creating pressure. Interlace the fingers, traction up, turn to the left, come down, grab that ball of the foot. Tuck your chin to your chest, round down, Get your forehead on your knee. If you need to bend the knee to get the forehead and knee touching, do so now. Wrists are straight. Pull on the ball of the foot. Right shoulder rolls in, rolls in, rolls in, and change. Immediately both legs out in front of you. Look behind you. We do a sit-up. Arms, we come down. Immediately, as soon as everything touches, come up. Big toes, grab the big toes. Walk your legs back 10, 15 times. Now look at the toes. Everything's parallel to that front wall like you're walking on the mirror. From here, traction the spine and pull yourself forward. Chin forward, looking forward. Traction the spine and pull forward. Traction and forward. Traction and forward. And change. Come up. We move straight into spine twist. Left leg straight, right leg up and over, heel right beside the left knee, right hand behind you, left arm come up, traction with the help of the left, or with the left elbow, push on that right knee, grab that left knee, traction the spine, turn your head, and twist, traction and twist, traction and twist. Change, head comes back first, untwist yourself. Right leg up, left leg up and over the right. If you want to bend that right leg, but make sure both sit bones are still on the floor. From here, left hand behind you like a kickstand, right hand up and over. Push that knee back with the help of the right elbow. Grab the right knee, traction the spine, and twist, and traction, twist, traction, and twist, and change. Head comes back first. Untwist yourself. Back onto your knees for Kapalbhati breathing. All right. If you need to sit cross-legged, do so. Traction the spine. If you're on the knees, hands into the thighs. Push real tight. We inhale. We're only concerned with the exhales. It looks something like this. All right. Lick your lips. Inhale. Exhale, half inhale, and begin. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful work, everyone. I'll see you next Thursday. You've done an amazing job. Thank you, Kyle and Jody, once again for everything they do. Thank you guys for showing up weekly. You could be anywhere, but you're here on your mat with me, and I thank you so much for that. Honor your work, honor everyone else's work that has enjoyed the practice with us. Take your 2 minutes in Savasana. Have yourself a great night. I'll see you next Thursday.